Daniel, my friend. It's good to see you. Still surviving, I see. Please tell me you have good news of our circumstances here in the city.
If you call continuous riots and people starving good news, I would inform you of such. Every day gets worse, it seems. We have been left out here to die, and every person is doing all they can to fend for themselves. Men are stealing just to feed their families. They're fighting in the streets for weapons to protect themselves. It's brother against brother. Every day just brings more violence.
I don't know how much longer the city will exist under these conditions. So many citizens have packed up and left the city.
Speaking of which, where have you and Fiona been the past few days? I visited the east end of the city where your post is located and found it unguarded. I merely thought you abandoned your people like those cowards.
Quite the opposite. Look, I've found potential refuge and help with the Fortitude organization.
I thought we agreed that Fortitude was useless to us. We have to do this ourselves. That's why I've started this revolution.
No. I've been sent from Fortitude with food and supplies. Fiona's handing them out as we speak. Look, it's better than joining the Fiero organization as most, including myself, have. We were promised safety and a rebuild of our city. And have we seen anything?
I have a meeting with the Fierios. They mentioned that supplies will be brought. I'll inquire of when we shall expect to see him. I do hope you will accompany me in this, being my one trusted friend.
You've done so much to help the people of France since you arrived months ago. My loyalty is with you.
That's what I like to hear. Now come this way. We'll be meeting them in 20 minutes at City Hall. Well, what's left of it. Mr. Fierio.
Mr. Tyler.
Pleasure to see you. And who is this lovely specimen next to you?
That specimen has a name. It's Valentina Smirnov.
Ah, yes, I think I've heard your name a time or two.
Enough of this small talk. You have requested a meeting with me. So start talking.
Right. Fierio, we had a deal. My people would help in the cause to end Fortitude and vow to kill their agents when the opportunity arose.
Yes, that was your end of the bargain. Any report?
No report. Because we haven't seen a damn thing you promised us.
Calm your friend, Mr. Tyler. Before I put a bullet in his head. I didn't come here to be made a fool.
I think you should do it anyway, Sorrento. For even raising his voice to you. Make an example of him. Show the people of France what would happen if they disrespect the Fiero organization.
That won't be necessary. Just as long as he stops acting like an imbecile.
A what?
Gaspard! A word? Excuse me, Mr. Fierio. I need to have a word with my comrade.
Of course.
Don't keep us waiting too long.
I wouldn't think to. Listen, I know you're angry, but you have to control your temper and keep your shit together. We are definitely not going to get the supplies we need if you disrespect them like that.
Daniel, we have waited almost a month. and our situation keeps getting worse. The Furios haven't protected us from the Reaper. Who knows if he's still in our city or not? Daniel, it's been a month. I haven't seen my daughter in a month. I promised her that she would return to the Paris that she's always loved. And we are far from that reality.
I understand that you want your family back.
No, you don't understand. God, don't give me that bullshit line. Your family hasn't even been affected, killed, or separated from you. Like the rest of us. Don't stand there and say you understand or relate.
My family is dead. Killed by bad guys. Just like the Fierios. So yeah, I can relate to you. Listen. I want to help Paris as much as you do. And I have a plan. You just have to trust me.
Okay. I trust you. The Fortitude has already given us supplies to last us another week. We don't really need to work for the Fierios anymore.
That may be so, but if we play their game and make them think we work for them, then they'll trust us. And then us, being the men who led the mercenary, will convince our way into the Fiero mansion and win Sorrento Fiero's trust. We're supplying him with an army after all. And then we'll have advantage. We'll call the shots. We'll arrange the meetings at the Fiero mansion. He'll trust us. Hell, he might even invite us for dinner. Maybe a glass of scotch.
I'm more of a whiskey guy.
We'll slide our way into the Fiero organization and then kill him ourselves. Now we're gonna go back in there and negotiate on our terms.
I'll follow your lead.
Fierio, we'll continue to provide you men and women for your army.
That's what I like to hear. I need at least 20 members of your mercenary to report to my mansion this week. Fortitude seemed to kill half of my men.
But we expect to see at least 2 truck-full supply shipments by Thursday. If we don't get what we want by then, we'll start a revolt against the Fiero organization.
That's our bargain. We've held up our end. Now hold up yours, Fierio.
Fine. Expect to see the shipments at City Hall no later than noon on Thursday. Now be on your way.
Good day, gentlemen.
Mr. Gaspard, a word?
What else could you possibly need to say?
My second in command, Lucian Phoenix, has abandoned my organization.
Smart to leave your command.
Or maybe he was weak, like I presumed. Anyway, I have a need to fill his position. You being the head of the Persian mercenary would make you qualified with your leadership and strategic ability. I would make you a very rich and powerful man. Think of what that could do for your life, and for that little family you hold so dear.
I'm not interested.
I think you are. I will expect an answer by the end of the week. Good day, Gaspard.